Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo Markin has dared the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayariga, to release a set tape about what he claims actually happened in the home of former Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. N.S. Addison. This is in response to yesterday's press conference addressed by the Attorney General, which warned the Minority Leader against peddling falsehood about security operatives. You recall that Afenyo Markin on Thursday, March 20, 2024, briefing the parliamentary press corps, accused national security operatives of stealing 10,000 Ghana cedis and jewelry belonging to Dr. Addison's wife at their home during a search the night before. But the Attorney General, Dr. Ayariga, yesterday rejected the claims and warned the Minority Leader against such comments.
A recording of Addison and what he said about the rate. So if Afenyo Markin, the Honorable Minority Leader, is daring me, will make that recording. So he should desist from maligning law enforcement officers and myself for the work that we are doing. He should also take cognizance of the fact that I am the leader of the bar and I will act in the best interest of the ethics of the profession. So I won't do anything unethical. And I have advised both EOCO and national security about staying within the bounds of the law in conducting investigations. So he should not abuse his parliamentary immunity by libeling or defaming public officials who are conducting normal, legally sanctioned public business. Now with respect to freezing orders, we are notifying all the banks today. You see, the gentleman who asked about the freezing orders, note that because of the way this gentleman, the suspect, is very highly networked, if a letter had gone out before today to any bank, there would have been swift movement of money, and there would have been other suspects would have been alerted to the fact that we are investigating. So yes, we obtained all the accounts. For purposes of our investigation, officially, and for purposes of prosecution, we will now obtain what we are taking to court by writing to each of the banks to give us that for our.
We sincerely apologize for those interruptions in the sound of the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayariga, and that was excerpt of yesterday's press conference. So, after 24 hours, the Minority Leader seems to be responding. During his take on the debate of the 2025 budget, Alexander Afenyo Markin on the floor of Parliament dared the Attorney General to release the tape as he accused the government of persecution and human rights abuses of suspects.
We have seen how they approach issues of accountability. Mr. Speaker, we in the minority are not against accountability. We believe in accountability, but we are against abuse of human rights. Today, all the human rights lawyers in the NDC have kept quiet. They've gone to sleep. They are human rights lawyers who are in court enforcing the rights of citizens. Where are they? Today, Ghanaian citizens are detained by investigative agencies beyond 48 hours. Ghanaian citizens have their right being abused without taking them to court. The NDC does not believe in the rule of law, and it is clear in their posture, so-called legal search, which ends up in intimidation. Today, if you even criticize them, they threaten you, and they say, if you dare me, I would release the tape. Release the tape. We're tired of the hate, the hypocrisy, and the double standards. Is this a resetting you promised? If all men throwing a man's hand in a till, his guilt must be proven. Go to court and do the case. We're tired of the attacks in the media. The media trial must cease. This is a country of rule of law. This is not the country we are proud of. Go to court. To the NDC, go to court. Use the judiciary. Use the rule of law. What you are doing in 2025, persecution, persecution, persecution. All you know is arrest them, arrest them, arrest them. But I want to assure you that although we in the MPP and the minority will walk through this valley of the shadow of death, We will not fear any evil. God will be with us. You can decide to arrest all of us. You can threaten all of us of arrest, but we'll come back stronger and defeat you in 2028. You think by arresting people, you pollute the minds of Ghanaians and win power again? Or win power war, or win it 2028, what about win?
The minority leader also accused the NDC government of increasing the unemployment rate in the country with the dismissal of people employed after December 7, 2024 elections.
Mr. Speaker, the minister in paragraph 21 of his own statement lamented the growing unemployment situation we have in the country. But what do we see? In less than 3 months in office, all we hear, sack them, sack them, sack them. And they do so without shame. Now they're creating a Ghana for NDC and a Ghana for others. They terminate your appointment and you have the ministers defending the action. Since when did the employment after December 7 become an irregular employment? So far, it is only one minister who has lived up to the promises of the Constitution by refusing to sack Ghanaians in his ministry. But even so, it's too early to commend him. All other agencies are sacking Ghanaians, all because they do not have NDC party cards. Today in our public service, whereas they are sacking Ghanaians, they are bringing their party full soldiers with questionable qualifications. Their party communication officers are filling all the PRO offices in our public service without interview. Have they forgotten the ruling in the case of Donko versus the Republic? You, the NDC, we are reminding you, you have only 4 years. The 4 years will soon come. If you spend the 4 years in persecution, your time will come. The power you have today is like an ice block. It started melting from December 8th, January 8th, and it will melt until the next elections. Utilize the power wisely. We want employment. The Ghanaian youths are unemployed. Many of the youths you are sending home. What should they go and eat? How should they feed their families? People are suffering, and you are refusing to provide opportunity for all. This is a country of equal opportunity. This is a country with a promise of fairness to all Ghanaians.
That's the minority leader, Member of Parliament for Ifutu, Alexander Afenyo Markin, contributing to the debate on the 2025 budget on the floor of Parliament. Havila Kekeli is our man in Parliament. He joins us. Definitely, Havila, there should be a response from the majority leader to some of the issues that have been raised by the minority leader. What did Honorable Mama Ayariga say?
According to the majority leader, the minority leader failed to actually address the issues of the budget. According to him, everything he said had nothing to do with the budget presented by the finance minister. And he alluded to the fact that after listening to the minority leader, Afenyo Markin, he reminded the House of previous majority or the members or leadership from the NPP side who were in Parliament, and how they contributed meaningfully to the budget. Again, he did indicate that the accusation of arrest all over, according to him, since the previous government really criminalized, managed the economy, it is just obvious that the government would have to issue those arrests.
The result of the SML deal. That is a Strategic Mobilization Limited deal. KPMG audit report showed that we paid 720 million from the 2.45 billion Ghana cedis revenue generated through the e-levy, extra levy. Mr. Speaker, this is what happened. Clear criminal mismanagement of the economy. Mr. Speaker, clear criminal mismanagement of the economy. So there must be prosecutions. There must be prosecutions. And so you cannot stand here and complain when prosecutions are taking place, because there was criminal mismanagement of the economy. No prosecutions. Mr. Speaker, talk about criminal mismanagement of the economy. When this country could have used 6 billion Ghana cedis to capitalize 11 affected banks, commercial banks, we didn't do that. We waited, carried out a
a banking sector cleanup exercise, and in the end, we paid 30 billion Ghana cedis for a problem that could have solved with 6 billion Ghana cedis. What else? What else fits the discrimination of criminal mismanagement of an economy? And the finance minister in the budget.
So that's the majority leader, Mahama Ayariga, also wrapping up the debate on the 2025 budget. So, Havila, it means that it's done and dusted. The budget has been approved. Now is the estimates for the various
we are done with the budget. Currently, they started presenting some of the appropriation bills before the House. Some of the committees have already reported before the House, currently debating on it.
So now they are approving the estimates for the various sector ministries, right?
Exactly.
Havila Kelly, anything else we need to know in Parliament?
So this will go on until Friday, when the House will officially go on recess.
Okay, that's our Parliamentary Affairs reporter Havila Kelly. He was talking about some of the budget estimates that has been approved, and just a while ago, Parliament approved 3.24 billion cedis for the Ministry of Roads and Highways to spend until December 2025. You know that the budget will be presented. The budget for 2026 will be presented in November as well. So that is the budget for the Ministry of Roads and Highways.